Hello everyone, Pat, AE5W, yet once again with part 3. I won't bore you with the whole reassembly procedure, because I have already done this. The existing original couplers have been repaired as best as they can. And yes, before someone asks, well, why don't you just order a new set? Right now I'm trying to find someone who actually still has them in stock. I've been scouring the interwebs looking for these parts, and so far every site that lists the part number says they're either no longer in stock or they're on perpetual back order. They don't know when they're getting another batch. Now that being said, no, I have not talked directly to Kenwood yet. I will see if I can do that tomorrow. It may very well be that these parts are getting harder to find. However, if you want to see better pictures, because this camera just doesn't really zoom in very well on what has been done here, when this video is posted, there will be a link in the more information, which will be, right down here. Just click the little show more button if you have to, or the more button, whatever it says, and I'll have a link in there, and all it'll do is send you to a Picasso web album where there are some pictures. Yes, this is MacGyvering at its finest, or at least at its somewhat acceptable. Costs nothing to try, and if nothing else, it will at least get the tuner working for now, until an actual honest-to-goodness pair of replacements can be found. They've got to be out there somewhere still. But the nifty thing is, the physical relationships have been realigned, because since this one was slipping and this one was disconnected, the physical relationships between where the tuning capacitors are physically located in the range of their travel, and compared to the positions of the variable resistors, the potentiometers here, well, that was all out of whack. So you have to reset this, and what you do, and I can't really do it with one hand, but when the system is off, you hold down both of the band buttons, hold them in, while simultaneously powering up the TS50. That reinitializes the tuner and sets the potentiometers back to their home position, if you will, so you can properly align the variable capacitors to the variable resistors, assuming that the variable resistors have not been replaced. If it comes to pass that you actually have to replace these variable resistors for whatever reason, there's another procedure for realigning them where they should be, and then you can go ahead and do this. But these have to be set to 105 degrees, and that's where there's a little mini protractor in here that came in real handy for that. And in case, if anyone's wondering why I'm wearing these nitrile gloves, I don't want the oil from my fingers getting on the capacitor plates here when these have to be moved around. I want to keep those nice and pristine and shiny clean. So anyway, long story short, that's all been done. This has been put back together, and hello Glenn.
14.8 hertz.
That happens every time.
This is the W5A UU repeater, Conway, Arkansas.
Anyway, as I was saying, these are connected, and the cool thing is, ta-da, as you hop around the bands here, well, they both drive again. See if we can get a good range going here. There we go. How long is that going to last? I have no idea. It may continue to run like that perfectly fine for years. It might possibly break again tomorrow. But that at least has the thing functional, theoretically, for now. I haven't actually connected to an antenna and played with it yet by throwing loads that are definitely not 50 ohms at it, because I only have the 50 ohm load. And to really go through the realignment procedure hardcore again, when you move these things around, it's not a bad idea to go through the whole shooting match. That requires a 20 ohm dummy load and a 150 ohm dummy load, which matches the that's the limits. The antenna impedance range for this tuner is 20 to 150 ohms. So they want you to check it on both ends, and unfortunately I don't have a 20 or a 150, I just have a 50. However, what I'm banking on, at least for the moment, is that hopefully when this was aligned at the factory, they did exactly what they were supposed to, and this was set at 105 degrees and the rest of the alignment was done. Nothing else has changed. And so these are lined up again to 100, or I'm sorry, I may have said 150, I meant 105 degrees here. It should be close. It may not be perfect, but at least should be operable. Anyway, we'll find out. And it may very well be that one of the other club members may have the 20 and 150 ohm load. And if they do, I can go through with the rest of the alignment, which is pretty simple. There's really not a whole lot to do, just a couple of trimmers and voltage checks to make. Other than that, it's not much to it. Anyway, well, there you have it. It's back together, or it's functioning. I still have to put the covers back on it, but there you go.